until Brian gets his done, since you're on a new version and his isn't until,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I guess he's logged out too, so either way it wouldn't work.
Right. Yeah. Now yeah. So Wayne just started his update when I did, so he's still updating his. So Stuart was locked out, and then we didn't know you were locked out, but you were locked out too. So. I mean, Wayne or Jeff had updated too, so no matter what, I would have had to update. So with two of you.
Let me know when you're on and I'll go ahead and join the campaign.
I'm probably on. I mean, I'm still loading, but it probably will show that I'm up, right? I don't
Yeah,
know.
Joe, you're green.
Yeah, you can try. It'll just take longer. I just don't know. I just don't know whether or not I'll get errors or not.
It's not green for me yet.
Table just came up, and I didn't get any errors. Woohoo!
Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I don't like that it tells you that it's like, you know, it kind of like does the update and then tells you on the back end if you,
Right.
you know, it's too late. You're gonna be incompatible. Yeah, right, on the back end. They really gotta fix that, because I would have probably like checked in, you know, like, hey, what are we doing?
Right. I was telling Stuart, normally on game nights that I'm the DM, I don't do the updates because I don't have time between work and starting the game to check every one of my extensions. So, I mean, because if there's an error here, the only thing I can do is just turn off all the extensions for us to play. Because we just don't have time to not, you know, to do all that. And when I'm running like 40 extensions, there's no way to find out which one it is.
Well, do we want to make that like our official practice? Is there's nobody update on Tuesdays?
I mean, that's what I always do because I'm DMing
Okay.
that night. I just err on the side of not doing it because I don't want to create hardship for myself. That's all.
Okay.
But
My
I didn't.
memories.
But I didn't get any errors, so I think we're golden. Honestly, I usually update all the time, though, Jeff. I mean, immediately. I don't normally wait. It's just, you know, usually when I get off work, I go fix dinner, load the table before I go fix dinner. Actually, go fix dinner, eat, and come back down here, and I'm sitting down and finishing up dinner or whatever while I'm getting the game set up. So today I had an hour though, so I could have done it. I just didn't bother because I didn't, you know.
Yeah.
Yep. What I don't know is I've been working on my audio and I'm not real sure what's going on there. But the Discord audio may or may not be working properly. I'm not sure.
You sound very clear here and better, probably better than normal
Okay.
to me.
Yeah.
What about
There's like
mine?
Yeah, you all sound perfect, okay, but I was talking about on the actual stream and all that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you sounded clear too, Stuart.
Cool. All right.
So did you guys see I posted not that anybody will ever be watching us, but if they are and they spend a little bit of XP, they can actually heal and everything too. Did you see that in the chat?
Yeah, I was checking that out. That's kind of cool.
I didn't see that. I'll go look.
I didn't read it, but I saw because I just logged in for the first time just now. But
so for every minute they watch, you get 1 XP. So every 5 minutes it issues the watcher 5 XP. If they're a follower to the stream, they get double that, I think. And then over a course of time, they get it's all free, so they get free XP. And then after so long, they can save it up. And for 50 XP is the lowest, I think is 50. They can do a healing potion, and it'll ask what player they want to do it to or what NPC. so they can actually heal the NPCs too. So
Nice.
they can grant inspiration. They can give somebody advantage or disadvantage. So on the next roll,
So this affects your game you're playing that's being streamed.
right?
And who's they that's doing this?
They being the watchers of the stream, which right now we don't have any. So, but you know,
I published I gave one or two folks the YouTube link, and they said it was fun. So
yeah, if they watch it on Twitch, that's where they can do this though.
cool. All right, I'll let them know.
I guess that's what I was getting at. Is so it's only Twitch. So
Right.
Twitch is the one that's given this ability.
Yes. Yep. And it's Twitch XP is really what it is, and it's all free. It's not they don't have to pay anything, or they can have a free account and everything. So, but they have to physically be watching the Twitch stream in order to see it, or to get it. You know. All right, so recap from we're missing Faye. What the heck? Okay, let me reach out to her real quick, see if she's. I just shot her a DM, see whether or not she's available. All right, I want to go ahead and start the recap. If she logs on, we'll catch her up. So, last session, you all were able to get out of the Goblin Lair with the Goblin King Slowbad in tow. You evaded the winged goblins and the warg riders. Were able to get away from them and convince them, with Slowbad's help, nonetheless, convinced them that the king was just leaving and he wasn't captive. So that worked out very well. You then changed directions and started heading around the wood toward the blacksmith's house. It's going to take you about 2 or 3 days total. And you traveled till the end of the first night and spent the first night already. I gave you a long rest, everyone a long rest, and that's when you leveled up. And that's where we ended the session. I know I condensed quite a few hours and some battles in there, but that's the gist of what happened. Faye still needs to choose a couple spells, but I won't do that for her. I'll let her do that when she's available. Right now, you're about a third of the way to the blacksmith's house, and let's get and pull up a map. share the record again. Sorry, I didn't mean to resize it on everybody, but you all are right around here somewhere out in that general area. Along the edge of the woods, of course, you know. When you were spotted by the winged goblins, you were headed south. After that is when you changed directions and started heading this way. So even if they did realize, I think that you think that they would probably just start heading south as in the same direction you were going. Any questions, concerns?
Did everyone do their level ups? Did we finish that?
I think so. I think so.
I know, I know.
You did or did not?
Oh, I did mine, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I just didn't, I don't remember if we all did them or not.
I think everybody finished. Pretty sure.
It just Faye. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No worries.
Well, I was running Faye last session, so
Yeah,
I leveled her up and did the things that were standard, but she still has to make a choice of whether or not she wants to do ASI or feat, and she has to pick a second or third level spell and a cantrip. So she has to pick 2 spells basically and choose whether or not she wants an ASI. I gave her the ASI update, but that doesn't mean she won't turn around and say, no, I want a feat instead. And we'll just put the numbers back. It's too easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I noticed on the actions that I got the shield bash as the but the bludgeoning should be 4 now.
Oh, okay.
Because we got a +3 on strength, so
Let's fix that. So actually I could probably change it. Let's see how it's just
I think you did that. I mean, you wrote that
Is
in
it
there.
based on strength?
Yeah, it's so it's supposed to be strength +1 or your strength modifier +1. So my strength modifier went up by 1. So
Okay, so hold on.
because I got yeah.
So let's do this. See if this works.
That doesn't do 4. Oh well.
Strength 1. I can't add a 1 there.
There it is.
I think it updated.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, so what I did is I changed the damage now to strength +1 bonus.
Yeah. Okay.
So before I just had the base and I had a 3 in there for bonus.
Okay.
So I just changed. Now as your strength goes up or changes, it'll automatically adjust it.
Oh, awesome. Cool. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. I wasn't sure if it would work because there was no multiplier there. All right, so what do you guys want to do? Other than continue toward the blacksmith, right?
Right. How many days is the travel?
You're thinking 2.5, 3 days total, and you think you're about a third of the way there now. So you think you have 2 more days to go.
Okay.
And did we decide on what we're going to do with the king?
I don't think on a set in stone type of thing, but
Yeah, I was thinking he wanted to go to Natum, I think it was. But were we just going to send him there once we got like far enough away or something like that?
Yeah, so Natum, he wasn't talking about in Datum, though. Let's clarify. He was talking about this coastal town over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the last thing that I was suggesting was when we leave the woods, we go to Helen Brown with him and, like go report what we found about where the king is in this, old abandoned city in a swamp. That's up here at this place.
Yeah.
So we'll report that, and then who knows what they'll want us to do. in theory, nothing, maybe we're done, and then we could proceed on here. And that was Hiko's hometown. His dad's got a tavern that he runs there. And maybe get that guy set up, and then we'd have a contact and that kind of thing. And hopefully he wouldn't be out, because I think there's a chance if you turn him loose that he's going to go out and become his old self again and start leading a tribe of bad goblins causing trouble.
Yeah, you're probably right. Let's stick with that plan then. That's fine.
In fact,
We'll
he
get
might go, if we don't get him set up, in a rehab facility, he might be right back. He might be right back up here doing the exact same thing, wreaking havoc on these people who told us
Yeah.
to bring in his head.
Well, then he might have in the back of his mind that it only took us, 12 seconds to knock him on his ass.
Yeah. I mean, I do feel like, that his best chance at, what is it, recidivism is to probably get set up in a place and let him start chopping off people's heads who are criminals and find the enjoyment in that. For a good cause, right? Quote unquote,
good
good
cause,
cause.
Right.
Not the king's enemies, clearly very guilty people of serious crimes.
I'm for that. I just want to stop, and since we have gold now, I want to go buy fresh armor.
Okay. All right. So, you'll start. You're basically skirting the edge of the woods, staying out of the clearing, but still not going deep inside the woods. That kind of thing. So that way you can travel a little bit faster. You're going a little bit further by going around the outside edge, but you're traveling faster because you're not in the wood. So, it kind of works out to about the same amount of travel you would have had to, same amount of days, less traveling. So, all right. So you start heading again. You were somewhere up in this general area here. You're going to start heading down and around and heading south, toward the blacksmith home, which is around here. All right. Anything else you want to do on the travel? I mean, you basically have foot travel the whole way. Is there anything you want to do along as you're traveling? Anything like that? Other than the things like you're talking about, you would be talking this type of strategy as you're walking, not sitting in one place, of course. So,
Did Faye? So she has the skill to make poison, or is she
She
yet
does not.
does not? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She would be the closest one because she's not an alchemist, but she brews potions and does that kind of stuff. But she had never learned anything about poisons or anything like that. I mean, she knows about them, but she doesn't know how to do that.
Okay. I was going to make sure because I was going to forage for stuff
Right.
if she did.
Now, that doesn't mean she couldn't teach you the alchemy side of it and you learn about poisons. So that's, downtime activities when you're in a city or something to learn about the different types of poisons, testing them out and all that kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I may do that down the road then.
Yeah, because that's a totally separate kit and everything. It's not just a regular alchemy's kit. It's poisoner's kit.
I guess maybe I was going to say forage for stuff, but I think we get that special food that may help us out. So.
Okay. And then the other thing I want to validate too is it over in the party sheet, in the order tab. I'm going to validate your order. Right now, I had it as, and the watch order is what I'm talking about. Or you can look at the formation too. I've got Moses first, Faye second, Kiko third, and Savins fourth in the watch order. And then in the marching order, I've got Moses first, Savins second, Faye third, and Kiko bringing up the rear. Kind of staggered.
I'm good with that if everybody else is. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's where Kiko usually hangs out at the back.
Okay. All right, put that back over there. I've already passed out XP. That's how you all were able to level up. You did a long rest, and so you wake up this morning pretty refreshed. Some of you practiced. Some of you learned that you were able to finally complete and memorize some things you've been working on for some time now, and is now in your repertoire. So,
I think to do that, Kiko kind of picked up some illusion type stuff. So he's got the minor illusion cantrip now, and he's got the silent image first level spell added.
We should give those traveler's robe to the goblin if it'll fit him.
Yeah.
okay.
Maybe he won't stick out as much.
Yeah, I mean he's got his armor on, but he'll put the traveler's robes on top of it. If you guys are okay with that, he'll definitely take one. I mean,
Definitely need to disguise him a little bit.
okay. All right, so I just took one of them out of the inventory. That's good. Sounds good. All right, so you guys travel, and let me see what you got here. Everything on the travel is uneventful. You see your typical animals, that kind of thing. There's nothing strange about it or anything, but it's not as, if you remember when the first time I explained you going in Edrahill's woods, things were kind of scarce, that kind of thing. You're thinking as you're traveling down how normal the forest seems. There's it's not like filled with fake creatures or anything like that, but you're seeing rabbits, you're seeing, birds flying around. Normal forest activity is what you're seeing. And you guys are just traveling along the edge. So
That's good.
all right. Who was it? I can't remember. Somebody was it Faye doing the survival? I don't even remember now.
I think Stewart ended
I
up
think, yeah.
being the one.
Okay.
Let's see what
I did want to ask before we go too much further, on that scroll of burning hands, if I don't know who else can cast it, but if Kiko's the only one that
Probably.
can he work on transcribing it during the resting and the leveling up kind of thing?
Of course. All you have to do is I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's so many gold pieces per level, that kind of thing. That's just for the supplies. So as long as you're keeping track of that, I have no problem with, as you're going through towns, saying I buy 100 gold pieces worth of supplies or something like that, and have them with you. That way you can do that. Like right now, you don't have any, but that doesn't mean you can't get some soon. But you can start the transcription part. You'll just need to get the supplies to finish it up. Does that make sense?
Okay. And I know we talked about after last session about I need to pick up some crossbow bolts
Probably, yeah.
and a crossbow, I think, when I'm around.
Light crossbow, right?
Yeah, I'll have to look at what it
It was
was.
a light crossbow because you're looking for simple weapons.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is light crossbow and bolts.
Yeah. I can give you my crossbow. I have a light crossbow.
You don't use it?
Not much, no, because I usually tank, so I'm up front. And I picked up javelins for a secondary distance weapon. I thought that would be a good one. So if you want to take my light crossbow, I'm fine.
Well, thank you. I think I'll hold off because I'm
Okay.
I'm not going to use it much either. I don't think it would be only for like those times when we see people like, far away that's outside of the range of any of our spells and stuff. So
Yeah,
about-
yeah,
I
okay.
mean, at
Short
that
bow.
point, though, you could just say, hey, let me use your crossbow real quick. And,
Yeah.
he would probably be using it at that point, though. Like
not compared to what you could do.
Yeah, I'd rather give it to you, and I'll just huck a javelin that way. I've
You're
got 5 of
talking-
them.
You're what?
Okay.
600 feet out or something like that.
I'll have to look. So, all right, I'll take it if you're okay.
Yeah. I'll put it in the party sheet.
Or
Okay.
I got short bow too. If you'd rather have a bow instead of a
I
crossbow.
can't do bows.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
put
he's limited to simple weapons. And that light crossbow just happens to be one. So, but yeah, that's no problem.
Where'd the bolts go? I had bolts in there too.
Probably in a quiver, maybe. Case.
I do see
Yeah, I
the
had.
case.
Oh, yeah. The case. They were in the quiver, but the case went. So I got to find the crossbow. I know it's here. Oh, there we go. Crossbow light. Okay, it's in there.
Thank you.
And there's the bolt.
Man, I keep dragging the wrong crap.
Ew. There you go. And then see, I have 5 javelins, so I still have a ranged weapon.
Okay.
And you should take the scroll of burning hands too, as well.
Oh, okay. Is that cool with you too, Stuart?
Oh yeah, take it.
Yeah, it makes sense that you would want to scribe rather than using the scroll. You would scribe it into your spell book so you can use it over and over and over and over again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit different if you were getting ready to go into someplace like the scroll of Pass Without a Trace. You all used that because so you could actually pass without a trace in Goblin Lair. That's a little bit different, but all right. So as I said, you spend your day traveling, talking. Kiko, you took the time to whip out your spell book and you're starting to look through the scroll and decipher it and figure things out and get to that point to where you can actually transcribe it. You realize you need a special ink, and so to get that when you get to a city. Almost any city is going to have what you're going to need. Shoot, a small town might even have the supplies you need. It's just mundane, normal supplies. So,
I wonder if I have that. You think I've got ink, 1 ounce bottle, ink pen.
Well, no. So what I'm referring to, I was just more of a role play thing. In the transcribing stuff for a wizard to transcribe into their spell book, they have to. There's a cost associated with that per level of the spell they're trying to scribe into the book. Most DMs count that as the supplies and things you need to transcribe into a spell book. So I don't have a problem with you buying those types of things up front, and then it'll be just an inventory item. As an example, 200 gold pieces worth of spell supplies, that kind of thing. And then as you use them, like that might be equivalent of a 4th level spell or whatever, but you might do two 2nd level spells or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't remember what the gold piece value is, but in there it says you have to spend so many hours and then so many gold pieces per level. That's what that's for. That's what I'm referring to right now. So I just made up the ink part. You realized you need a special ink. So it'll be just the supplies you get. So you're getting the time in right now, but you still need those special supplies. So that's once we get you to a town where you can get that kind of stuff, you can keep track of that, how much you have and all that kind of thing.
Okay.
This is just the first time you'd ever. So had you said that while you were in a town, you'd have it already, but you're out in the middle of nowhere right now. So that's all.
Hey Brian, real quick, I was looking up. I have that steady aim. It comes at 3rd level rogue feature. So
cunning action. Right?
No, steady aim.
Oh, steady aim. Yeah. That's a bonus action. Yep.
How do I drag that into the sheet, or do I?
It's already there.
Oh,
You don't,
oh,
there's
it is?
nothing you have to do. So that's just a bonus action. What you'll do is you'll say that you're going to take steady aim. That uses up your bonus action. At that point, you're not allowed to move at all during that turn.
Right, right.
And then
Okay.
you click on advantage, you roll your attack, and then you had advantage on the attack, so you automatically get sneak attack even with nobody around.
Okay.
That's the way.
I didn't know if I had to have it on my sheet somewhere, but that'll
It's
work.
in your abilities tab. So if you look under your abilities, it'll say the steady aim in there. Does it not?
No, I don't see it. I'll keep looking though.
Looking now.
I got the Whispers of the Dead and the Wails of the Grave, and
Hold on, let me look.
I was trying to pull up the rogue character stuff and maybe pull it over, but I guess I could just add it.
Oh, hold on. Is it one of the others? Steady aim. Where's it at?
It says optional class features.
Is it Tasha's maybe?
Could be. Let's see. Well, it doesn't say on D&D Beyond where it's at. That's good. I don't want to disrupt the game too much.
Well, the reason why you didn't get it is because of the rogue that you chose. Like you may have chose the player's handbook version, which is no big deal. I just need to get the right one in your character sheet. That's all. So, and if the right one's not there, you won't get the right stuff ever.
That's not good.
Rogue player Tasha's Cauldron of Everything is the alternate one. So let's look. There it is. Steady aim optional. Hold on. Pulling it over. Abilities.
Thank you.
There we go. That was at 3rd level. You had it last level.
Yep. I thought so, but that's all right.
Yeah, no, so let me make sure that you have the right rogue. I can't do that. It'll level you up. Okay, next time we level up, remind me to pull the Tasha's version over.
Okay, we'll do.
Otherwise, it's not gonna. And actually, you want the Tasha's version because the subclass you chose is a
in that
Tasha's
book.
version too. So,
Yep.
Yep. All right. So we can fix that on the next level up. Instead of
Perfect.
you dragging the little icon that's over on the right there, we're going to go to Tasha's and pull that rogue over and drop it on, and that way it'll have the correct one then.
Perfect. That'll
Okay.
work.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right. You should be good though. There's no other mechanics for steady aim other than you talking through it. So
Okay, that works.
okay. And sorry, if I would have realized that you could have been using it. So
Yeah, no big deal. We made it so far.
oh yeah. All right. Again, we need to know who the person is that does your survival checks because we're at
That's
the
me.
time for doing that now.
I can do it.
All right. So Faye
can I go-
will give you some guidance as soon as I find
we
her
go.
tab. Maybe. There you go. Yep.
That helped.
You're able to easily find you a nice little nook in the forest there. Keeps the light down a little bit from the area there. You set up camp, and you're now somewhere over in here, maybe in that little nook in there, hidden away. So let's just say you're down up in here, something like that. And you set up camp.
We
Now-
doing fire or no fire, guys? You think it's that big of a deal?
I'm okay doing a fire. I'm okay.
Yeah, I'll leave it
So
completely up to you
on
guys.
the way here, have we noticed there's a lot of like foot traffic or anything, or
None.
horse? None.
Zero, you
Okay.
see zero people. You see animals and stuff. Like I said, you've noticed the forest creatures are a little bit better off now than what they were with the first time you saw this wood. But other than that, I mean, it's not abnormal. It seems normal.
Okay, but it doesn't
What's
look like
the
we're like on a high traffic
None.
trail or
No.
anything.
what's the weather like? Do we need a fire at all for anything other than light?
And cooking. You're cooking your meal. That's other than that, I would say don't need it. So you could light one long enough to cook your meal and then put it out. You don't need it for warmth if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's not a problem.
Yeah, we could always send the was he a bat still, or do we change him over to?
No, and yeah, having done a long rest, he'll be an owl.
Okay,
Mr. Hoots.
Yeah, send him up for aerial recon to see if there's anything, in the vicinity, and then we can kind of plan accordingly after that. So,
Okay.
or we'll
All
get-
right. Yeah, that's way too easy. Go ahead and everyone roll me a perceptions check, or I can just push it. It's totally up to you if you want to roll it or I push it. Total.
But will you
I
push
guess,
it real good?
I guess Mr. Hoots needs to do one too, huh?
Right. And Mr. Hoots would be at advantage. Don't forget that. Okay. And oh, I forgot Faye. Sorry. Let me roll hers. Perception.
Ooh, good. Nice.
Okay. All right. So what that was for is, as the night progressed, each of you had your watch, and Moses, you go through your watch, and you're able to hear forest animals, that kind of thing. But other than that, you see nothing throughout the night. You see Mr. Hoots every once in a while jumps to a different branch or something like that. He doesn't move a whole lot. He kind of sits still most of the time with his head turning different ways, that kind of thing. Savin, you're a little bit more restless, so you've been up moving around quietly, and you actually spot a few bats flying around. Not uncommon, but they're going after some flies and stuff that were attracted by your the smoke, that kind of thing. And then by now I'm going out of order. Sorry, Faye was second. Moses was first. Faye was second. Faye. She will tell you what she saw when you guys wake up. And Kiko. As Faye told you that she saw a few animals start to come into camp, smaller forest animals, and once they saw her, they ran away. You, however, thinking that like, oh, I get to see stuff, and you pull out your spell book and you're looking through it, and you get lost in your spell book and you see nothing throughout the whole night of your watch. Although you did catch up quite a bit on your spell book and got everything all prepared for the next day. And then Savin, you're last. You go through the night without any problems, but you are able to see, like I was telling you, there's a couple bats flying in. It's early morning. The sun hasn't come up yet, but they're catching their breakfast and stuff, which is the flies and things that are flying around, and no other animal. You don't see deer or anything like that. None of them came close to you. You're thinking maybe the smoke from the fire is keeping them away, or maybe even your sense. You all haven't had a bath in a while, so deer can smell you from a mile away. So
We smell like goblin blood.
say again.
We smell like goblin blood.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But yeah, that was your night. Bear with me here. All right. And you get up in the next morning?
Yep, I'll start
Yep. So you
waking everybody.
Yep, you wake up everybody. And for this, you don't need a perceptions check. When you go to wake everybody up, you realize there's only 4 of you.
Really? Okay.
So if you wake up Faye, Kiko, and Moses, and at first you're thinking there's no big deal, but then very quickly you realize, wait a minute, I didn't have to wake up Slowbad.
Okay. I didn't notice him.
Nope.
Was he there on my watch?
You don't honestly remember.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do my survival skills, see if I can find some tracks.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Well,
Ooh.
I was going to give you guidance, but you didn't need it.
this time.
So yeah, you find some tracks within you know, like right there next to the fireplace or what do you call it?
Campfire.
Campfire.
Woo! My brain left me for a second. So you find them because it's a little bit softer ground because of the heat and everything. And then you see them walking out toward to where most of you were doing guard, and then you see the same tracks come back toward the sleeping area, and then they disappear. But they were all heading east. The footprints that left the campsite were heading east, almost like they were going straight into maybe toward the Scarlet Moon Hills.
Okay.
This way.
Can we see if Mr. Hoots can do a little aerial recon that way and see if we can find anything?
All right. So everybody else, obviously, then at that point would be getting stuff ready. It doesn't take very long to find a piece of parchment. And the piece of parchment looks like this.
It's not you guys, it's me. All right, well, I'll hand it to Kiko. What's it say?
And I think Kiko's the only one that speaks Goblin.
Yeah.
And would you read it to them?
Do I need to drop it into chat to convert it?
No. I'm gonna, yeah. So I can tell you what it says. I was curious whether or not you would just read it out loud. If so, I'll drop it in chat as I'm reading it. That's the only difference.
Yeah, let me see what it says first, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Unless that's a pain, then I'll just read it aloud.
I was trying to find a way to give it just to you, so I don't know how to do that.
You can DM whisper it to me.
Yeah, you can whisper.
Yep. Yeah, thank you.
I hear you.
Does it automatically translate if you have the language? And they put it in?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Okay. Yeah. He said that Savin's a little too gassy of a person to be around, that he needs to find different people to travel with.
I'll point at Faye.
Oh, that's right. She's the gassy one. No, he just says he's thankful that we didn't kill him, but he's leaving to go to a new home, and he took his things with him. So I guess we should all check our stuff and make sure that he's being truthful
Right.
about just taking, maybe his things are everything we took out of his
All right.
cave.
So, if you all check, go ahead and give me another perception check with advantage, because you would know your stuff.
I'm saying like you know all the treasure that we took that we were all going to split and include him on, like maybe all of that's gone.
It could be.
Well, I see that it's been dispersed. It's not in the party sheet, but I got the money in my
Right.
inventory.
All right. So yeah. I'll let Faye roll too, but it's not going to matter. You guys were able to overcome, and you know what is there and what is not there. So you try to find her perception. Yep, there it is. All right. So you all go through the bags and everything. You realize that his axe is gone, his scepter's gone, and one blue quartz. That's it. Everything else, all the gold, all the everything, all still there.
Okay.
Well, dang.
So it seems like he took the few things that he felt that was, important to him. And you think he probably took the blue quartz just so he has a little bit of spending money. I think there was more than one. Let me go back to your inventory. Yep. So you still have a blue quartz in your inventory. And you all distinctively remember that there was two of them, but now there's only one. And they were in the pouch together.
Wow.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, so do we?
So
Yeah, we just go.
So in that same pouch was the 5 pearls, an onyx, 2 blue quartz, the 1 blue lapidus lazuli. So all the things that are in your party sheet were all of the different gemstones were all together in that little pouch. If you remember, you got out of Slobad's quarters and out of the goblin treasure.
Okay. So
But only 1 blue quartz out of that whole bag was missing. Or at least that's what you all recall.
Okay.
well, feel kind of duped that we didn't just take his head to the elves, or the fae, I should say.
Yeah, so
That's funny.
So thinking back, most of you don't really realize which one of you did or did not see him.
Yeah, it's
He
kind of
definitely left during one of your watches. You all aren't. I mean, you all did very well on the roll. So but it was clear that he found and waited for the right opportunity to sneak away. He may have even done it over the course of many watches to take the items first, wait, that kind of thing. You think it was very calculated in when he left, so that way he clearly had to have written a note. He must have been writing the note maybe while you were traveling and you guys didn't notice. But he set the note out clear as day. Everything seemed to be on the up and up. He just wanted to leave without you all being aware that he left. That's all.
Well, okay. Is it worth our time to track him down, or
Yeah,
should we
so
just
you
let
want
him go?
to send Mr. Hoots out to see if he could find him, or
I think so. I mean, even if we let him go, it'd be good to just kind of confirm what else we know and learn easily enough, about what he's doing.
okay?
We could even let Mr. Hoots track him and just come back and find us at the dwarf's place, even if Hoots takes a day or two for him to know where he lands.
So your familiar knows where you're at, right?
I can definitely tell the familiar to meet us at the dwarf place. I don't think he knows where I am automatically. I'll double check, but I don't know.
I've never played that portion of it, so I know that you can cast it. He just shows up there. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if he
I'm sure-
remembers what his previous himself saw though.
No, I think when he's dispelled and comes again, I would think it's a fresh start.
Right, yeah. It's
I don't know. I'll look. But I'm pretty sure that he can't like go wherever and then find me automatically
right.
because we don't have that communication ability out to like 100 feet.
Right. So I think you could probably tell him to look for the blacksmith homestead that's along the edge of the river as it goes into the forest. He's going to be able to see the smoke homestead that's next to the river fairly easy, and there's no other homesteads along the river going into the woods. So I would think an owl flying in the countryside should be able to find that fairly easy.
Okay.
But we'll see. Right, so you guys start heading south.
Yep.
You got about a day's travel to get there. You think you're going to be getting there right before dark. However, in this case, you already know that you have a place to stay. You can just give him a little bit of money, and you know you'd be able to stay there. So,
Cool. All right, we'll try to make haste then, since we're
Yeah.
just the four of us.
okay.
So I think a familiar may be a singular entity,
Okay.
just because it says you gain the service of a familiar, a spirit that takes the form.
Right.
And then more to that. I mean, that could be read either way, but then after that it says when the familiar, let's see, when the familiar drops to 0 hit points, it disappears, leaving behind no physical form. It reappears
Right, so it's
after
still the
you
same
cast
one.
this spell
Yeah, so
again.
I would think it's the same one.
Yeah, I think so. So he probably does know our history together, which kind of makes sense.
Right. Okay. So there's no issue. In worst case, you could just recast him, and it would show up right where you're at,
Hmm.
even if he was 200 miles away.
Yeah, and it actually, yeah, that's right. Because it says as an action, you can temporarily dismiss the familiar to a pocket dimension or dismiss it forever.
But as soon as you cast it again, same one comes back. So that's kind of like what you did. You dismissed the owl to bring the bat.
I think so. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, and that's fine. All right. Let me see what you all find along the way. Again, nothing. More of the same. This time you're out more into a clearing. You get a little bit further away from the wood as you're heading toward the blacksmith homestead out in the distance. Crossing the river is a little bit more difficult, but you all know that going in toward the wood, it narrows down a little bit. You're able to cross over and come back out. By the time you get back out to the homestead, it's almost dark. So let me go ahead and get you off of this map and onto that map.
And this confirms it too. It says if you cast this spell while you already have your familiar, you instead cause it to adopt a new form.
Right.
So yeah, it doesn't.
It's the same familiar in a
Yes.
new form. That's all.
Right.
So
That clearly kind of says that.
Yeah. So the bat and the owl know what happened. It's the same soul.
Yeah.
Correct.
And it's
same spirit.
And if he doesn't find me after a certain amount of time, I could just dismiss him, cast it again,
Right.
and make him appear right by me, and then he'll be and can tell us,
Right.
communicate, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the way I interpreted what you just said.
Okay.
too.
Yep. You had it right.
All right. So now let's get you all on this map. Did it do it again? That's just rude. I can't drop all of you onto the map at the same time again.
Hmm.
That's all the gear we have.
All right. All right. So you get back to the blacksmith's home. Looks like while you were gone, he actually tended to his garden and cleaned up some of his crops. Everything looks normal. The smithy was up and running. When you got, as you were getting there, he was headed back to his homestead. So you met him along the way, and wrong thing again. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. And he obviously then walks into his home. If I can get him to go into his house. Welcomes you as you do that too, of course. I mean, he just didn't walk into his home. All right. Yeah, so Thrain Ironbeard welcomes you back and asks how your adventures went as he starts preparing the evening meal.
I'll point at Moses's armor.
Oh, yeah, it's
Awesome.
pretty dented up and
Yeah. I'm gonna need new armor.
Go off. Love it.
We're all gonna go inside. Oh, did I not go through the door? There's the door.
So do you all remember anything that you specifically wanted, or do you want me to reshare the different items?
Well, I can't remember how much is it 100 gold per platinum?
So there, yes, one platinum piece is 100 gold,
Okay.
right? Am I saying that wrong, or is it 10?
I was thinking 10,
It might be
but
10.
I'm,
Let me look
yeah,
it up real
who
quick.
knows?
I always mess that up too, to be honest with you.
If it's only 10, then I'm really out of luck. But if it's 100, I'm good. Well, almost.
Yeah, it's 10 gold pieces per platinum piece. Sorry, I was way off.
So was I.
All right, so let me share this with you. These are the specialty items. He's got regular mundane items too.
2,000 gold. Would he buy my old armor?
He may.
I want to get the full plate from him.
Well, I mean, don't we have enough party gold for that?
Well, he dispersed it between all of us, so we have it all in our own inventories now.
Correct.
Let's see what we can find here.
212. That's only going to be 270. How many silvers to a gold? 10 to a gold, right?
Yeah, I think everything's 10.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think what throws us off is that ends up making like 100 copper piece. No, is it 100 or 1,000 copper
No,
pieces
it's
is a gold piece?
100 copper pieces to a gold piece.
Yeah. So when you skip denominations, because there's like an electrum piece that's between gold,
Yeah, but I don't have that
electrum,
one in this
silver.
game. It's 2. But yeah, That's the only weird one, and I don't have it in here. So we only have platinum, gold, silver, and copper to make it easier, and they're all 10 to get to
They're all
the next
10.
one. Yep. So if you think of copper pieces like pennies, silver pieces like dimes, gold pieces like dollars, and then platinum pieces a $10 bill. So
Yeah, I'm not even gonna come close.
Well, how about the gems and stuff that we have? We got the quartz and the onyx, the pearls.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, it looks like right now I have about 326 gold. If I convert it all, if I did that right. It's like 585 silver equals about 58 gold. 212 gold. 643 copper equals 6 gold. And then 5 platinum equals 50 gold. But if I sell my armor, 50 gives me the full price, which is all dented.
most
It wouldn't
likely
happen.
not. Most of the time
Yeah.
when you the average is 50%. So
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to get full plate. I think I'm going to have enough.
yeah,
Not even close.
the set of plate mail he's got there doesn't look like normal plate mail, but
No.
he's selling that one for $19.68.
Are these magical? I mean, like I'm looking at the dart price,
Right.
$389 for a dart.
Right. Yep.
Is that a
They're-
+1 dart or something?
That's
Yeah,
what
they're
you all
plus
are
one.
thinking. You're thinking everything on here is very special.
Okay.
Yep. And of course,
I'm-
the last item, special orders, that's if you wanted to request something other than what's on this list. It's 200 gold extra just to put something in the line to be made. So that's not something he has here. So,
Yeah.
So I think Kiko may want to get a dart. I imagine magical darts are not something that you find everywhere. So I'd like to get one of those, but I've got that +1 dagger that I can give to the party pool, to go towards the plate armor. Let me look else what else I've got, because there may be other stuff too that we
as
have.
you're looking at all these things, you can tell that every single one of these things is an uncommon item. So it's not even in the common section. So and there's a few rare items in this list as well.
Should we just put what we can give away back into the party sheet? And
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
is that okay, Brian, or would
Oh, yeah,
would it
no.
not work that way?
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. I don't have any issues with that.
Like I've even got a hooded lantern that may be worth like 10 or something gold, or even maybe more. I don't know. No, that's a bullseye lantern. I think that's anyway.
But yeah, you know that any mundane items, you're probably only going to get about 50% of what the value is, though. So
Okay. I mean, yeah, but if we're trying to scrap,
no, that's fine.
Yes.
As long as you're okay with it, I don't. And then you'll definitely want to take the things out of the party sheet that you guys want to keep, too, as well. Like there's some arrows in there, Stuart. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go grab
And
I
it.
just put
potion
them in
of
there. I
healing.
didn't. Yeah. I thought we were going to give that to Faye. If you want to take that for Faye,
What's that? Potion?
the potion, yeah.
Okay. We'll look to see what
Does everybody else grab one? And
She's got one potion of healing.
I think we all.
Didn't you everybody use their potion of invisibility, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I need to take that out.
Yeah, so I'm going to delete
You-
that from her inventory as well.
Do we just, to delete it, do we just, zero it out?
So you can do it one of two ways. If you think you're going to get another one at another time, you can just put a 0 in there to blank it out. Or you can right click on that line and hit the little trash can and it'll just delete that one item. Totally up to you
Okay,
which way you
got
want to
it.
go. Yep. All right, I want to go ahead and take that potion of healing. Give that to Faye.
I was really hoping platinum was 100 gold.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have quite a bit of money though, amongst you all. So
Yeah, but I only have 326 and it's almost 2,000. That'd be like taking everybody's money to get that. I mean, unless he bought my armor, which,
And there's
I'd
a
go-
+1 dagger. That's got to
Yeah.
be worth something. Could even put that Burning Hand scroll in there too. I don't know how much that would be worth.
he wouldn't be interested in that, unfortunately. He's
Mm.
not a normal merchant. So anything that a blacksmith would use is really what he'd be interested in. Obviously, gemstones and money too, but so the dagger looks a lot like the similar type of dagger that he has for sale. Not exactly. Style's a little bit different, but the quality looks about the same.
Okay.
putting all the gems and everything in there.
I'm good. I'm good putting all of Kiko's money in there. I won't do it until we know if it's enough. I guess.
How much do you have?
I have 216 gold, 575 silver, 5 platinum, and 544 copper.
That's exactly what I've got. So
Should we just dump all the money in and let it just, if we don't do it, we can just split it all back out evenly? Is that pretty much what everybody has?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I have too.
well, let's do
I do that.
calculations here.
Well, how much would he buy my armor for? Because because it's 750 gold, but it's beat up now. So you're saying 50% of that, but that's still,
Yeah, it's still 3 something, right?
yeah,
Yep.
375.
650 gold for the three of us. And you said it's 10.
So if you all are okay, I can tell you how much money you all have without you moving it around.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But I won't do that unless you all say it's okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
So
that's okay.
right now I don't know who has what. Actually, I do, but there's 20 platinum pieces in the party, which is 200 gold.
Right. Okay.
There's 845 gold. So now you're up to 1,045 gold. Right? There's 2,210 copper pieces, which is 2,000 gold. Right?
That's
Can you say that again? You said there's how many?
Oh, hold on, that wasn't right. Hold on.
Mm-mm.
There's 2,210 silver dragons, which is that 20?
200.
Is that only
Be what,
200? 10?
I think that'd be 200 gold. Yeah, 210 gold. Because you're just moving the
221,
decimal.
221 gold. Yeah, okay. Sorry.
221 gold.
Yep. Yeah, I was thinking the wrong thing. Sorry. And then there's 1,775 copper dragons, which is only 17 gold.
Yeah.
So you've got close to 3,000 gold, right? 2 to 3,000 gold, somewhere in there.
Mm-mm.
No. 12.
Oh,
Mm.
no.
7.
1,000, 1,200.
We're pushing
Yeah,
1,300.
you're about
Yeah.
1,300. And that's just
Yeah.
the gold pieces. Up in the top, gemstones in my world are worth face value. So that you don't get 50% of them. If it's a gemstone, you get the full value because it's the same as gold. So
All right, so I put most of my gemstones back. Well, all of my gemstones back in the
Yeah,
party sheet,
same.
and I
look
did
here.
3 or 4 weapons.
That's 12. Blue quartzes are only 10.
Yeah. That's a pretty steep.
Onyx is 50. The pearls are each 8, and there's 8 of those.
I came out with I got about $189 in gems.
Right. So those I'd have to give you the money separately, or we'd have to take the gems out. I'd sell all the stuff at 50%, or the banded agate. I don't know how much that one was. That was 10 gold. Okay. Because those, like I said, the gemstones, you might as you don't want them in the party sheet because they don't go for 50%.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. And let me check real quick.
So all the gold and the gems and my armor at 50% is 1872 right now.
How much is your armor at 50%? 370,
350.
350?
Yeah. Let me see. 375, you're right. So let me add 25 onto that. So 1847. My napkin math.
Yeah, and Faye doesn't have any gemstones in her inventory at all. All she has is the gold that was dispersed.
Hiko doesn't either. I come up with like out of just all our coin and then the gems and then the dagger +1 and half the armor price. I come up with 2,062 gold
Okay.
pieces.
You're probably correct.
And that's assuming that he would give me like full credit for the magical dagger, just kind of like an exchange.
Yeah, giving you the full 215 for the dagger.
Yeah.
But you want to get the dart, right?
No, we know where he is and I can come back because your role as like the tank is probably one of the most important roles to get beefed up, you know. Hiko has enough flexibility to do other stuff that he's still able to contribute. But if you go down, he can't. So you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
he's good with getting you maxed out, and then we know where this place is. Yeah, that 1+1 one time with a dart isn't going to amount to all the hit points you can absorb while he's running around throwing regular darts multiple times. So it's definitely, he's happy to do this.
Okay. If you guys are good with it, that's great.
Yeah, go for it.
Are you checking the map I sent around to you?
Yes.
And we could still forget down south and in Dadium, that guy was going to pay us. I forget what he said he was going to pay us.
Yeah.
I can't believe we didn't get more out of the Goblin King.
We didn't shake him down hard enough. But we'll be all right. I say let's go to Indadium then after this and let's go collect and get some money.
Okay.
Even if we don't come back here and do anything else.
So how much gold do we have to spare?
2067 minus
Nine, 1968.
Yes, we got a little bit.
All right, so you want to have Faye put everything, all the stuff she has into the party sheet, or do you all
Well,
want?
do we need it even with the calculations we just had, or?
I don't think so. I think
Yeah, I would just have her keep it then.
Well, I
Either
thought
one.
you were using all the gold.
we
Oh,
were,
yeah,
yeah.
we were. Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
you
So
need-
so we should have 94 gold pieces equivalent left over. Is what I'm showing.
Okay, so let's do this first. Get and pull one person pull all the gemstones out, and then we'll get rid of all the stuff that's in there. And then when you put the gemstones in, I'll change it to 100%, and then I'll push them to the left, and you'll have the gold equivalent there, and then you'll know for sure how much you have exactly. You know what I mean? Take your +1 dagger out of there too.
Okay.
Take the gemstones out or everything else out.
No, just the gemstones and the +1 dagger out.
I hope, would it group all of the gemstones at the bottom? It won't drop. Will they all be together at the bottom of my list?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Here, I'll grab them all.
Okay. Can't find my socks in the morning in the drawer, so I'm the worst person to be looking for stuff. Huh. Where's the orange juice in the fridge? It's right here.
in my sock drawer.
Yeah. Right, where I put it in the wrong place after Samantha did tell me where it was.
Don't you love it when you're like, hey, honey, where's this? And you're looking in the drawer and she moves something out of the way and right there in front of you.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I have that. Like she doesn't even have to move anything. She just needs to point to the area where it is.
Dang it. I'm pulling all of it out and I meant to just pull.
Oh, you're pulling the other stuff out too?
Yeah, my mistake. I'll put that back in here just a second.
And then if you use shift when you do it, it pulls all like the pearls. Oh, you're doing one at a time. Yeah, if you hold the shift key down first and then click and drag, it'll take all of them.
Yay. Okay, that's good. All that could stay in there. Let me go back through this real quick.
And then do you guys want to keep the special rations in there, or you want them?
If they're worth money, I'll sell them.
They're only worth 5 silver.
Now let's hold on to them.
Minus,
I'll take them back.
yeah.
Yeah, just in case.
I mean, it's half of that. So, you're talking about 2.
Do you want me to put the half plate in there?
Yes. Is that what you have, half plate?
Yeah, I have half plate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a crowbar in there.
Yeah, I did. I figured he
I love it.
could melt it down.
Yeah.
So he has half plate armor in that list as well. Not quite as expensive as plate armor, but
Yeah, my special ability now, the abilities I got with heavy armor and half plate's considered medium.
Gotcha.
And I want the effect of the heavy armor because that does that's it's a really good tank effect. So,
No, that's fine. Okay, I just
yeah. And I think lantern, that's not mine. That was
Yeah, I put that in there.
Yep, I put one in too.
Okay. I think I put everything back in there. Does that look like I got all the other stuff back in there?
Yeah, I think so. Traveler's robes, yeah, it looks like it.
Okay. Okay.
all right. So I am going to convert all these items. Double check and make sure there's not anything crazy in there. All right, I'm gonna convert those. Oh, it sold them as okay, that's fine. I'll fix that here in a second. So it's 424 gold. Two copper. Okay. I don't know why the rope didn't sell. Let me look.
You still got the 2 copper pieces there too, instead of copper dragons.
I should have updated it already.
There it goes.
Oh, there it went away just then.
All right, so it's 1 gold. All right, so
And now you want me to put all the gems back in?
yeah, go ahead.
What about the +1 dagger?
Not yet.
Okay.
We're gonna roll for that one. See how high you get. Definitely be more than 50%, and a chance at 100%. But it won't be for sure 100%.
Does he know we killed the Goblin King that's been tormenting his lands around his house?
No, he
Do
doesn't.
we need to? Do we need to? Somebody need to sing a song about us for him?
Right? Yeah.
I think we get like a 25% discount.
Or inspiration or something, right?
Yeah.
Let me double check, make sure I got them all.
Should have been 9 pearls, right?
I'm only. That's what I'm looking at. Banded agate. Hang on.
Most of them I have is dragons, but some of the stuff in the game I still have is pieces, like gold piece, copper piece. So
Okay, that's all. Yeah, I didn't have another pearl. I only have the 8.
I'm almost sure there was 9, but
Yeah,
we might have accidentally deleted one. I'll change it to 9. Not a big deal. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and convert these. Okay. So you now have 602 gold dragons plus 845. Bear with me. Pull up a calculator.
I got 1447.
Correct. And then you got 20 platinum pieces, which is equivalent to 200 gold. 1647. And 2210. 221 plus the 1647, right?
That should be 1868.
Right, that's where I'm at. And then so 1868 plus 17 more gold. That'll leave 75 copper dragons left, right? So plus 17.
It's 1885.
1885. All right. So everybody go ahead and delete all of your gold. I will put back in the party sheet the 1885 and 75. All right. So what's in the party sheet is everything you have. So it's hold on. 1885.
How do we delete the gold? Do we just type I'm trying to type a 0 in it.
Yeah, it's not letting me do anything.
Could spend it all. I could hit the
Yeah.
spend button.
Yeah, hit spend button. And then just put the same amounts of what you have there. And it should bring you to 0.
Are we doing gold and silver and copper
Yep.
too?
Yeah, everything.
Okay. And then just hit purchase, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm at 0 now after doing it.
Yep.
Oh crap! I forgot the platinum. Right, I'm zeros.
When we leave, we have to like beg and say, "Can you spare a meal for a poor beggar?"
Or I'll just be pickpocketing everybody on the street as we walk by.
Well, if we had that pass without trace spell and my invisibility spell, we could do a Black Friday sale right here.
Yeah.
It feels like Black Friday to me. We were getting stealth rolls near 30.
All right. So now I'm showing 0 gold in the party sheet. In the party, sorry. And then in the party sheet is I'm showing 1885 gold, 75 copper. Everything else is zeroed out.
That's correct. And I don't have any armor on now.
All right.
I'm gonna buy the plate. No.
So you all should have gotten a shop specialty items thing, right?
Yes.
All right. So as you, I think you can actually click on add to cart type thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Shows up on everybody's, right?
Did
I
it show
see
up on-
I see it in the purchase in the cart.
Yeah.
Plus a plate armor.
Do you guys do a military discount?
All right.
It's
So
Veterans Day.
what you don't have in there, and that would get you over the top, is the +1 dagger. So
Yeah.
I'm going to push that back, and that way we can do that sale. Or no, we can do that over on the right. Go ahead and put the +1 dagger now in the party sheet. Let's see here. All right, let's see. How am I going to do this? And it's going to. So he's selling one for 389, but it's worth up to 500, depending on the quality, of course. So I would say it's worth between 250 and 500. So now how do we determine that? That's 25. So
Be right back.
Yeah, let's do that. So, Kiko, go ahead and put a +5 on there. I think this will work.
+5 on a roll.
+5 on the modifier. Yep. And then I want you to roll a d20.
Do I need guidance?
No. That's 240 more. So it's 400. 240 plus the 25. That's 290 or 490 is what it's worth now.
Oh, good.
So we're just going to do this. I'm going to change it. You see how I did that, right? Standard 250. There was 25 things left in between 250 and 500.
Yeah.
And then you rolled a d20 to determine the hundreds. Like it was 25.
Mhm.
So the highest you could have rolled was a 25. You got a 24.
Yeah,
So
that
it's
worked out well.
10 gold less than max, So had you rolled a 1, you would have gotten a 6, which means you would have only gotten 60 gold higher than the 250.
Mm-hmm.
So I was giving you the benefit of the doubt on the +5 part. So you were automatically going to get 300 no matter what. So that's why I
Cool.
said no guidance. I didn't know a
Okay.
quicker way to do it. That's all. All right, so we came out with 290. Nope, 490, Brian. Trying to cheat you already, right? All right, so you should see that go across. So it's 1885 plus 490.
There it goes.
All right. So I guess the question is, you have 2,375 gold dragons and 75 copper dragons right now, and you're looking to spend 1968 gold dragons. Is that right?
Yes. Look, I'm quick at spending our money.
Yeah.
Well, you can't take it with you.
Yeah.
El Fancy Fighter. This is the D&D equivalent of purchasing a PlayStation 5.
Right.
We're going nuts in here. All the games,
All right.
all the accessories.
So here's the nice part about it. Because you were purchasing an item, you get to stay at the blacksmith place for free rather than the 2 silver dragons each.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so everything's in the party sheet now.
Well, why don't you
I just grabbed the plate armor. It's on me now.
why don't you throw those 2 shields you have in there and just get that +1?
The shields? I don't know where my other... Do I have the 2 shields? Well, thought I had the other shield, but I'm not seeing it in
You
my
have the
party.
black hand one unless the dude took it.
Yep, you for sure have that black hand shield, that's for sure.
Yeah, I know. I had it. I don't see it in my inventory
Or
anymore.
do you want to give that to the king or the prince at Helen?
Yeah, let's hang on to that.
Yeah, oh yeah, let's hang on to that.
And we don't want to be flat broke either. That's going to be 400 divided up across all of us. So
I mean, there is enough to pay for the dart too. So
yeah.
Yeah, you want to get the dart? I mean,
No, I'm good waiting. We'll find fortune again, and we can come back.
well, if we go into Indadium, we're gonna get money when we get there.
One would hope, but you never. In the
Yeah.
adventuring world, Kiko's learned tough times can come. We may need to blackmail to save our lives or something. Plus, we don't
Okay.
want to run out of toilet paper money. So
I say get the shield. That way you're maxed out.
Who, me?
oh, you're saying there's a shield in here he could buy that's
Yeah,
magical?
264. Yeah.
Yeah.
A plus
Oh,
one
yeah.
shield.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, so you're looking to get the +1 shield for 264.
Right. And you can just throw your other one in the party sheet and we'll sell it for, whatever it is.
Yeah, if you want to do that, just put the one shield in there. No. Keep that one shield in your party or in your, because I'm gonna make that one the black hand shield because you still
Okay.
have that one. And I'll give
Yeah, I
you-
thought I did. Yeah.
Yeah, so you do
Okay.
have your normal shield, and then you also have the shield, which is a regular metal shield as well, but with the black hand symbol on it. You do, in fact, have both those shields. I don't remember you ever putting them away. Nothing. You didn't, give them away or nothing. So, what I need to do is find out how much a mundane shield is, though, real quick, and then I'll just give you the 50%.
It's like 212 or something like that.
right.
With tariffs.
It's
Right.
on this. It says it's 10 gold pieces.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
five.
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 5. Yeah.
So I'll just add 5 to your 407, which is 412 minus 264 gives you 148. All right. And the rest of it you want split up amongst the party, right?
Sure.
There you go.
Your magic boots are going to have to wait on it, though, Moses.
Okay. Yeah, that's the next purchase. The stealth boots.
That's the way I like to see a party sheet. Nice and empty.
Worked out.
Well, thank you all for kitting me out like this. This is
Yeah.
nice.
No problem. What is your armor class now? 22 or something?
How did my armor class go down to 15?
We bought cursed armor and didn't know it.
Yeah, I was at 19. Now I'm at 15 on my armor class.
Something
How'd that
you
happen?
don't have it equipped, most likely.
No, well, let me go back to the inventory. Maybe I don't. No, it shows it as equipped. Equipped. Armor class 18 on it says. Let me go back over to my main.
No, the plate
Ace.
armor is showing carried. I see it. It's got a bag there. Change it to a shirt.
It's on a shirt on mine, but I'll go all the way around with it.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go look now. Yeah, now it's 22.
Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling it just hadn't caught up. As you cycled through, it was still on my side. It was showing just being carried. So you're carrying around your plate armor. So.
Yeah, I had a cleric.
And now you're
a war-
back down to 19. So you must.
Yeah, I was checking my shield real
Shield,
quick to make
yeah.
sure it was on there. So put that back in. Carried or equipped.
Yep. Looks good.
Now I'm at 22. Okay, good.
Nice.
So we're both the armor and the shield each +1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sweet.
And now what's the cool thing that happens now that you're in heavy armor?
So now that I'm in heavy armor, any strike that comes, here we go. Let me read it. So, while wearing your heavy armor, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage that you take from non-magical attacks is reduced by 3.
Wow.
Nice.
That's so, the
That'll
hit-
add up. Mhm.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. So basically, every attack. So there should be an effect you could put on your character. As long as you're wearing your armor, it'll oh, you already have it. Resist 3 bludgeoning. Oh, it's already there. Okay, good.
I didn't even look.
Yeah, heavy armor master. Yep.
Yeah, yep. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, so that'll automatically, no matter what the roll, as long as it matches one of those types, it'll subtract 3, even magical attacks. It'll subtract 3 from it.
That's awesome. so I can really tank it.
Right.
Stand up front.
All right. All right, so yeah, you all get a good meal and another long rest. So I'm gonna go ahead and grant that right now, just in case. Oh, no, I don't need to do that. Rest. Long rest. All right, everybody should be back up to full. Any other things you want to do while you're here before you take off toward Helen Brown?
This is where we're picking up our horses and everything, right?
Correct. Your horses are still here, no issues.
Okay, and we got enough tack and harness and food and all that good stuff.
Yeah, you had all that. Yeah, there was plenty. If you remember, you got a lot of the food and stuff when you left Helen Brown, and enough for the horses and everything. So you still have all that. Well, not all of it. They use some of it, but
Cool. All right.
I mean, so you were gone for what, a week,
Yeah, probably. There's
Yeah.
a little bit more maybe.
give or take, maybe a little longer than a week, before since you've last been here. So yeah.
Cool. All right.
All right. So you head out in the morning. We can get you off of this map. You don't need to be on there. And you are headed toward, if I'm not mistaken, Helen Brown, right?
Yeah, I think
Or
that's
do we switch and gonna go to Indadium first to see if we can get our money, or do we want to go to Helen Brown still? Since we spent all that, and I'm good with either.
Well, with the king's life at risk, I guess the ethical thing to do would be to go to Helen Brown
Okay.
first.
Yeah, let's do that.
But otherwise, Indadium.
Helen Brown it is then.
Okay. Yeah, so you know that you're probably 3 days travel, maybe even four. Well, no. 2 days travel on horse to Helen Brown.
okay. Yeah, we should
I forgot horse doubles your speed.
get
So
out.
you're about 3 or 4 days out from Helen Brown distance wise. So it's about a 2 day travel by horse. So you know you could probably get to the river, this river over here, in between the woods and Helen Brown in the first night, and then cross at some point somewhere, and then go the rest of the route. And you know, I mean, so you've traveled that way before, and you kind of skirted the south side of the Scarlet Moon Hills the first time you came out this way because you were interested in the where all the people were coming from, and that's, you saved that one city. So I don't know if you want to go north as you do it or straight across into Helen Brown.
I don't know. You guys want to just
I mean, there's no indication to say that you should do anything, but I just figured I'd ask. I mean, you
I say we go straight. I mean, I was forgetting our mission is
Yep.
saving this king, so let's.
okay?
What do you guys think?
yeah, the quick as we can get there.
Yeah.
All right. All right. You head out, and again, the first day you're traveling, and you don't really see. I mean, you see a few folks here and there, but not very many people out. Doesn't surprise you though. You're not on a main trail or anything, like a merchant trail or anything like that. You kind of beeline it across the plains. The first night you're able to get to almost the river, which you think is about normal. Out here, you're just going to be setting up a campsite. There's not really a whole lot to hide from, so there's really no need for a roll. So you set yourself up a campsite, and you start the watch. So let me get and roll.
I think the king escaped on phase watch.
Yeah, right? Because she's not here. So Moses, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Bing.
Yep. Easily. Bear with me just a second while I not get ready, but get ready. All right, order. Won't let me, so I got to do it manually. Hold on. All right, so Kiko, roll me a d4. Okay. Moses, roll me initiative.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Nice.
Works out great with your perception check. So you get a bonus round because you were not surprised at all with your perception check. You heard noises coming from that direction. You're on guard. It was during your guard duty. I rolled a nat, or not a nat one, but on my D4 for the 4 of you, I rolled a 1. And then Kiko's was just which one of the encounters it was. So you hear what sounds to be like maybe a patrol or something of that nature, but you definitely heard goblinoid type sounds.
Okay.
So, but you have an action and movement and everything right now. But
Okay,
the other
so
3 folks are asleep.
Does it sound like they're coming towards us?
Yes, it's getting
Okay,
louder.
so
Yep, you
my
clearly
first
know
action
they're
is
coming.
my movement is going to be. Well, okay,
Oh.
I'm going to come back and tell Kiko.
Right.
Hey, wake up on the other. There's somebody coming, but keep it quiet. And then I'm going to move this direction to
Right.
like be the
So-
shield, and I'm gonna point in the direction that they're
So
coming.
you just shake Kiko, wake him up,
Yeah,
and it's
and let them.
5 feet down, and then 10 more feet to go to where you're at now.
Yeah,
So you're at 15 feet there. Kiko, roll
I don't-
initiative. Okay. So you see what it looks to you like a hobgoblin step out of the wood line there. It's almost like a small patch of little woods that you guys used as an outcropping to make yourself a little campsite. And he steps out of the wood line and is surprised to see you on guard and didn't even know that it's almost like he was surprised that he's running into you all. I am going to roll to see how well he does on reacting. Yeah, so no, he immediately he draws his, what does he even have? He has a great sword, two-handed sword. He draws a great sword and then starts advancing towards you. 5, 10, 15 to there. This one steps out of the wood line. And that is his turn. Kiko, it's your turn. And Moses just told you to wake up. You saw him start going back away from you. And as you were clearing your eyes, you saw a hobgoblin come into view. It did not attack, but you can clearly see that he plans to.
Okay.
The other two are asleep.
And Moses hasn't done anything, huh? So
Well,
I didn't see him doing.
No. So there was no reaction or anything there.
Hmm.
But my assumption is he drew whatever his main weapon was.
Yeah.
He was on guard. So yeah, so they're in combat right now. The hobgoblin did not get an attack because of the mechanics of this particular game.
Okay. Okay. All right. Hobgoblin. Is what is he wearing? Kind of like what kind of armor?
He is wearing. Didn't come up. Why didn't it come up?
You know, kind of roughly. Like, do I know roughly how hard they are to hit? Is it
He's wearing half plate, so he's hard.
okay? I'll just magic missile him then. I'm gonna do 3 into him.
Okay.
You want me to just roll the damage?
Oh yeah. Target him and go ahead. And then refresh me. Magic missile. It has a semantic component to it too, right?
Let me
Thematic.
see.
I know it has.
Yes, verbal and semantic.
Okay. No problem. Okay. Yeah, you're able to do that without a problem, and he takes all that damage.
And then I can, if that's my action, my bonus action, I can throw an offhand dagger.
You can.
Okay. That would be a dart.
Okay. That's a hit too. Yeah, I mean, he's not doing too well. You see his status changes a little bit as you hit him with the 3 magic missiles and the dart.
All right, I'll go there, and I'll stop there. No, and the other dudes are waking up, right? I see them stirring.
No, they're sleeping.
Oh, he told me to wake him up. So sorry. Yeah, I remember he said, Kiko, wake him up. So I'll come over here and interact with an object and just jump up with both my feet and then kick them both out and kick both of them at the same time.
Okay. All right. So,
And then say, get up.
all right. So
Bad guys.
7, go ahead and roll me initiative.
Get to it.
But I still walk, kick them and keep going a little bit further back.
Yeah, you have.
Okay.
You did what? 10 feet of movement to get to there, so you still have your 20 foot of movement. So from wherever you want to go. Okay.
That seems too far. I thought last time I moved directly, I went to here. I made it to 35 away. But maybe I still had more movement and I chose not to use it.
I don't know.
But
because you were all around that campfire, so you were either in this
I
square
was
or
here.
this square.
Let's see, I was originally here, I think, right?
No,
Yeah.
because Moses moved 10 feet away from you, so that's only well. It may
Oh
be
yeah,
there.
because I had 5 feet back to him and then
Yeah.
10 feet away.
Anyway, you were somewhere around in there.
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah, either there or
Okay.
the one to the right of that. One of the two. I don't remember exactly, but
I think I was here. I don't think I was here.
I thought you were because here's the campsite. I had you all 3 around the campsite.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then maybe I was. Okay. All right. I got you. All right. So if I do that, I attack and then I go 5, interact with the object.
Yep.
10, 15, 20.
And there's really no cover or anything. These are all just little
30.
shrubs and stuff.
Okay.
And it's nothing.
I'll go
very
there.
Difficult terrain either.
Okay. All right. That's where I'll go.
And like these little things here are more like dirt on the ground, not cliffs. This is a little patch of trees up here. That's what they stepped out of. But other than that, it's nothing major around here.
Okay.
All right, so this guy steps out of the wood line, is also surprised. Faye wakes up. This is kind of like the surprise round. That's why they're not getting, I mean, because of Moses, you all are included in it based on what the initiatives you rolled. Faye was slow to get up, and what can she do?
I guess I went last.
Yeah, so you see she just stands up and she casts Bless. And that's the first level spell slot. And then she decides to do the same 5, 10, 15, 20. And she pulls out. What does she have? I can't even remember actions. Short bow. She's got a short bow. She pulls that out. Oh, wait a minute. She wouldn't get that far away. There we go. But she definitely backs away from where she was laying, stands up, and she's no longer prone. And that'll end her turn. This one steps out of the wood line, and that is all he gets. All right, top of the actual first round. Moses, you are up.
Did I not to get to do
Yeah, you
anything?
rolled because your initiative. You're up there. You're right after Moses now.
Okay, perfect.
Yep. Yeah, I went based on how you rolled initiative and whether or not you know. So your turn was passed before you got to it. You did so well.
Okay.
Sorry.
Right, that's okay.
But you're not. You don't have a disadvantage. Nothing. You have full movement, the whole 9 yards. So you were able to at least get up and get ready for your attack. So you get a full-fledged attack too.
Okay.
All right, Moses, you are up for top of the first round.
Okay. I was going to do, and we'll just do hammer smash.
Oh, 23 definitely hits the Hobgoblin Captain. 10 points of damage goes to him. Means you hit him. He's pretty hard, bloody.
And then for the bonus action, oh, I missed him with the
Yeah,
bat.
you just couldn't get it together. New shield and all, you just weren't able.
Yeah.
Yeah. The grip on it's a little bit different than the other one. You just weren't used to it.
And that's my action.
Okay, you gonna move or anything? All right, no, Sabin, you are up.
No.
Would I be considered hidden here since I didn't move or
No, you're
get
not.
up?
No,
And these bushes,
no. There's no cover. That's what I was describing earlier. You're
Okay.
out in the open plains pretty much.
okay.
Just the map
I
that
will.
grabbed is all.
I'll just since he's in.
Ooh, may I? What about Mr. Hoots? He's not on the map.
Oh,
I probably could have done something with him to help out the others with
sorry, can you
flanking.
go ahead and hold on. Let me find him. Using your cohorts tab. Sorry.
That's really on me to remember that.
And initiative is Constitution. No, Dexterity. Can roll me a Dexterity check for him, or does he go? He goes right before you, doesn't
We
he?
usually, yeah, for convenience, we've been having him go right before me.
All right, so he had a 15.
So should I? Oh, I see him. I do see him on the map.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
added him. He wasn't on
Okay.
there until just now after you said it. So fly him to wherever you want. Okay.
And let's give him some elevation.
Okay.
So he'll be. Is that too far? I want him helping basically
Right, so
against this guy.
He's within reach of either Moses or the Hobgoblin if he was above them. So like that Hobgoblin can reach him. So yes, he's still
Right.
within reach. Yeah.
If I make him any high, he can't help if he's not
Correct.
low enough, right?
Yeah, once he gets 15 feet in the air, he's just above them.
Right. Okay.
But 10 feet is definitely harassing. You figure most people are 5-6 foot tall. 10 feet's not very high.
Yeah. Certainly within reachable arm and with a blade in its hand.
Right. He's got a great sword too, so that's a two-handed long thing. So like a giant club. All right. Sabin.
All right. Well, since he's engaged and all that, I get advantage on a roll.
No, so you're going to get sneak attack because you've got two allies next to him. Whether or not you get advantage is whether or not you're either hidden or you use steady aim.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's really nothing to hide in.
No,
far as
not
bonus
around
action?
here. No, unfortunately.
I'll just use the steady aim then,
Okay.
and
Then click on the advantage button
See if I
and
can
go ahead and roll your
practice.
attack.
guard here.
That's a hit. Go ahead and click
Barely.
on sneak attack and do your damage. Ouch. Yeah, he's hurting pretty bad. Dude,
Hope he's dead.
yeah, sure is.
Okay, good. That's gonna say
He's
shit.
hurting pretty bad.
Okay, I will just kind of squat down a little bit and knock another arrow and stay put because I have to.
Okay.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah, you guys took him out before he even had a chance to do anything. This hobgoblin, seeing that, he's validate what he has. He's got a long sword. Looks like he has a longbow on his back too, but he starts running in, passes by Mr. Hoots, or basically underneath of him, and runs right into where Moses is at and swings his longsword at Moses. Moses was able to re-get his hand on his shield and puts it up and blocks the longsword attack. What is that? Nope, okay. Mr. Hoots.
Yeah, he'll just help against that guy there too.
Okay. Kiko, you're up.
So I have advantage
No. Oh,
with
yeah. So if you
flank.
no, not the flanking. Mr. Hoots is helping you. Is what he's doing. So the help action is for the next person. So yeah, if you're going to use it, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right.
I guess I will.
Yeah.
I guess I will. Um, all right. I'm gonna do the darts with the -5 to hit plus 10 damage.
Sharpshooter. Go ahead. Yeah, you've got bless on too. So
Advantage. And let's see, ammo. This would be regular handed. Oh, I got to do -5 to hit though.
right. Plus, it's already in your stuff. I don't see it though. No, it's not. You don't have an effect in there. No.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm lining up all these things. Dart. Oh, okay, it's only range. That makes sense. Okay, primary. All right, I'm ready. Sorry.
14's a miss.
Boo. Okay, I'll do offhand. Same thing.
Okay. That one's a hit. Plus,
So I put 10 in the mod.
yep.
Nice. Okay.
Yep. So that takes him out for sure. All right. This hobgoblin runs in. That's 5. Sorry. 10, 15, 20. Engages with Moses. Attacks with his longsword. And Moses is able to block it with his shield again. All right, so Faye targets. Validate, make sure cantrips aren't better. I don't want to. Oh yeah, she's she's just going to validate the distance for chill touch. Yeah, that 120 feet easy. Yeah, so she casts a spell. You see a spectral hand come out and just go straight toward the hobgoblin. And that hits him. He takes 6 points of necrotic damage, and he can't regain hit points. And validate what the other one is. Oh, if it's an undead target, then that's not him. Okay. And that ends her turn. This guy runs up. But Mr. Hoots would have got an opportunity attack if he wants to take it.
Poop on him. Poop on him.
He can only do 1 point at a time anyway, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to get into that. No, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I figured as much. So the guy ignored the owl. He just ran right by him. So.
That makes sense. And so for that reason, I think I'm going to never make him attack like that because I think people will probably not focus on him.
Right.
So, yeah.
If he attacked him, for sure he may swat at him, though. Or you would think he would anyway, so. But this guy here is take his long sword attack toward Moses. And he's doing a lot better than the other ones, but Moses is still be able to block him with this new shield. This new shield seems to be working quite well. Top of round 2, Moses, 2 of your opponents were taken down, but you still have 2 that you are actively in melee with.
Okay, I want to use the Divine Smite, and I was just looking at this, so I can use it at any level, but it's going to cost that. I can only use level 1 because I only have level 1 spells right now. Right.
Yeah, so that's normally after you've hit somebody.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have to roll to see if you hit first, and then each attack that you hit with, you decide whether or not you're going to use a spell slot to do the additional damage on them. So I don't want you to lose spell slots by doing it first. You know what I mean? You get to choose.
Gotcha. Well, then let me roll the attack then.
Yeah.
I'm targeting that guy right there. I know he's.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely does use and that's a hit. So you already got it on there, so you don't have to do it. But normally you roll the attack first. At that point, you decide. A lot of paladins wait till they get crits to do that because then it does astronomical amounts of damage. But that doesn't mean you always have to. So just like you're doing now. So now when you roll the damage, it should do the 2d8 plus whatever the weapon damage is and any other pluses you have. So
1, 2, 3. Plus 3.
Yeah, you take him out easily.
That's funny though. It worked.
Yeah, the radiant damage seems to just bulge out of his eyes as his head explodes.
And then a bonus action, let me do this and just try a shield smash on this guy. Crossing, but yeah, I'm not doing so.
Yeah, again, the shield is new. You're able to parry very well with it, but for some reason, to get a good hold of it and smash somebody with it, you just haven't gotten it down yet.
Yeah. That's it for me.
All right, Savin, you're up.
Okay. I'm just going to stay put and do the same thing.
Steady aim, get and click on advantage. Get and target. And weapon attack. That's
Nice.
definitely a hit. Sneak attack damage and damage. And lots of it. And that he too goes down.
Sweet.
So literally 12 seconds after Moses woke up Kiko because he heard something in the woods, you're all like, what, huh? And 4 hobgoblins are now pretty much piled up in one little location for you, a little ways away from your camp. So Moses was nice enough to keep them away from your campsite. So your campsite's still decent. That's where we're going to end tonight. And when we come back, we will see whether or not you can finish out your long rest.
Sweet.
But it was
Sweet.
first watch. So Moses just started his watch. You were just laying down, just falling asleep, and then all of a sudden you're getting woken back up. So
That was great. Thanks. Good game.
yeah.
Yep, fun like usual.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I'm glad we got Moses some armor too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be huge. But you didn't even take any damage this time, right?
No.
Yeah. Just so
Nice.
everybody's aware, we did have one watcher. For some reason, my microphone wasn't going through the stream at first, so I added it to it. We'll see whether or not it's fixed or not. But they could hear you all fine, and so I'm going to be ending the stream here soon. But he's a DM in my other game, so he was watching. So
Cool.
I've been watching on the YouTube, so
oh yeah,
when you
okay.
push it over there, it'd be
Yeah.
good.
I did too.
If you
Yeah.
watch over on the Twitch and you get enough points, you can use You're a Watcher too. I am not going to hold back from that. So just so you know.
Sweet. All right, guys. Well, we'll talk to you next week.
Back
Or
on.
are we doing? We're still on for like Thanksgiving and all that, or what?
I mean, I am. That's Thursday. We would be playing Tuesday. So is anybody